Yes, so it don't read everywhere. Yes, it don't burst as residents are fleeing currently into the bushes as the unknown government has struck again. They have struck again on the government house and it don't read everywhere. Yes, my people, this is Exposed News TV. Without further ado, let us go into the details immediately. Yes, panic has gripped into the capital city as the unknown gunmen who were heavily armed have launched a brazen attack. Yes, the assault, which took place in the early hours of the morning, has left residents in shock and in nearby communities fleeing into surrounding bushes, fearing for their lives. The attack, according to the eyewitnesses, involved a group of masked gunmen who stormed the house premises with high caliber weapons, engaging in prolonged gun battle with security personnel stationed at the facility. Explosions and heavy gunfire were reported, with several government buildings sustaining significant damage. Local residents in the surrounding neighborhoods of Owerri woke up to the sounds of gunfire and explosions, forcing many to flee their homes in terror. Eyewitnesses described the scene as chaotic, with people abandoning their homes and running towards the outskirts of the city to seek safety. I had to grab my children and run, said a woman of three, a mother of three rather, who lives close. We didn't even take anything with us. The gunshots were so loud and everyone were running in different directions. I don't know when it will be safe to go back. The roads leading out of the city were reportedly clogged with cars and people on foot as families attempted to escape the escalating violence. Markets, schools, and businesses in the city were quickly, one way or another, put in chaos, and uneasy silence has been in that area. This attack marks the latest in a series of violent incidents linked to the UGM, a shadowy group that has carried out numerous assaults on government's facilities and security personnel in the southeastern region of Nigeria. Though the group's motives and affiliations remain unclear, their operations have heightened tensions in the region already marked by unrest. No group has yet claimed responsibility for the attack, but security analysts believe it is likely linked to broader grievances over perceived marginalization of the southeastern states and demands for greater autonomy. Of course, the government has come out that they have not yet, even though they have not yet released an official statement regarding it, but sources inside have confirmed that the security forces, are attempting to regain full control, and the military reinforcements have been deployed to the area, of course, with helicopters everywhere hovering. We are doing everything we can to bring the situation under control, said a source within the state's security apparatus. The attackers have been repelled for now, but we are still monitoring the situation. Casualty figures are yet to be confirmed, though there are unverified reports of multiple injuries and possible fatalities among security personnel. The extent of the damage to government property also remains unclear, but witness reported seeing some parts on fire. Of course, at this particular point, you would come to understand that there is rise in civilian safety security issues as a human rights groups and local organizations have expressed deep concern over the growing insecurity. The increasing attacks by the UGM, coupled with violent clashes between separatist groups and Nigerian security sources, have left their communities. They have left communities living in fear. So my people, it is hot everywhere as we are talking, as we are saying it at the moment. They were allowed they said they should give Fulanis a part of their land in every single state. For what reason? For what reason? What happened to the lands in their place? Is their place not enough for them to graze their cows? Why are they coming into our land? If it's not for a takeover, I don't know what else it is. Because right from time, I believe what these people have always wanted is to take over our land. Because you enter the streets of Owerri, you enter the streets of Anambra, you enter the streets of Ohafia, Igbo land, you'd see Hausa people, mosques built everywhere. And these people are able to like wake up one day, enter there, do whatever they want. The places where they are mosque or where they pray to their Lord on Fridays are being filled or is being filled with all these Hausa and Yoruba Muslims, covering the roads, blocking the roads, stopping movement because of the fact that they are praying to their God. You don't try that in their rural areas. You don't try that in their place in the north. They will take you down. They are not in support of anything Christian, and if you are a Christian in that place, which means you are hiding as a Christian. But then they come into our place and we give them that accommodation of, hey, the peace we have here and how we would always want to accommodate them in anything they do. And this has given them the morale to feel like they can take over or do whatever it is. Go to people's universities, you see these people there. You see that they are now the ones riding bikes, and these are all steps these people have taken towards taking charge of the Igbo land. And it is very heartbreaking and very bad that these are the things that are happening. You see that in every state, one way or another, especially in Owerri, there is an Amawusa. That place they call Amawusa, that is where it's as if they've been given that place. I don't believe anywhere in Biafraland these people should be allowed or given a place where they can stay. Because their mission is to take over, encroach and take over, give birth, have lots of children wherever they are. They do not even care. They breed their young ones anywhere they find themselves, and they come out and beg, and that is how they live their lives. And so these are, you feel that they are just people that are begging. It's a lie. These are things that they use to encroach into the land they want to convert and they want to take over. And that is why we need to be alert as Ndi Igbo. We need to really be at alert to make sure that these things don't affect us. These things don't find us one day and end us. Because that is what it's aiming for. That is what this whole mission is aiming for. To cleanse Ndi Igbo. But of course, we are not supposed to allow that to happen to us. We are not going to let that kind of thing happen to us because we are Ndi Igbo. And we expect, this is our land. This is Biafraland. The fact that these people have rejected giving us our land, or they've rejected giving us our referendum so for us to stay on our own, does not mean we'll allow people to encroach into it. And thank God for PM Mazi Simon Ekpa, that has decided, that have taken it up to his head, that has carried it on his head to make sure that the movement is not forgotten. The movement is carried up. The referendum is not a mission to be given up on. And that is why a whole lot of things are happening right now, because of the movement that has not been given up by people that have dedicated their lives to fighting for freedom. And so my people, if you think that maybe you are not in support of Biafra, that is fine. Finally, when we get it, you can stay with them. You can stay with people that are ready to oppress you till death, that are ready to shoot you if you mess up, that are not even in support of Christianity. The only thing they want you to worship is that their God, which is the Muslim, which is their Allah. And then you would understand that there is no place that is better than where you are coming from. Yes, and that is the truth. People always wake up and say a whole lot of things concerning how we cannot stay on our own, or how we cannot live on our own. But then we've been able to live with people that are not interested in our progress. They are not interested in anything we hold dear. They've only ever wanted our failure. They've only ever wanted anything that will bring us down. That is what these people have always wanted right from time. And the earlier we get that into our skull, the better for us. They are not interested in us. They're not interested in us making it in any way. They've always wanted to take over. They've always wanted to have access, benefits from all our businesses and things like that. And that is one of the reasons they've decided not to let us go. But then we are not backing down on anything that concerns the Biafra movement. And so, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.